can count on me.
You just leave it to me. I'll use my brains to put this team to good use.
Hey!
The wind is my mate. Oh!
Let's show him a thing or three.
I'll
let you know.
Anchor shot.
Ha!
Make haste and retreat.
Oh, you can't do that!
Why not? Overlord Thunderbird! Let us hail our comrade.
I'm finding it hard.
Don't give up on
We
me!
deflected it.
Yeah!
I won't stop.
Gotcha!
Well done. Maybe we're not.
Sword bash!
Raging
Anchor shot!
Tiger!
Ha! Sure!
Focus.
Why not? Double spinning edge!
Hey, they deflected it. Jaguar flash.
Ha!
Make
Hit it,
haste
no.
and retreat.
Prepare yourself.
Excellent.
Maybe. Pay
Why
attention
not?
to it.
Alive.
It'll be fine! Sword bash! Bah!
Quicken arts. Just give me a taste of their pain.
Yeah!
Rex,
Sword
we can
bash!
do it.
Gotcha!
Oh, you
Double
can't do
spinning
that.
edge!
I'm no longer moving feet.
Make haste
Yeah.
and retreat.
Nope, everyone's getting... Stop slacking off, see?
Feeling halo.
Much obliged, chum.
Let me take it.
Sword bash!
Hey, we deflected it. Great.
Ah, I missed! Hit it! No!
Jaguar flash.
Yes!
Let us make use of it now.
Why not?
Overlord Thunderbird!
Double spinning edge! Ha!
Jaguar
That's our
flash.
chance! Ha!
Let us make use of it now.
Sword bash!
Great.
Eagle Eye!
Now I'm
Quicken
fire
arts.
short for sure!
Would it be okay if I show up?
Overlord Thunderbird!
No effect.
Make haste and retreat.
Seeker-Nators, time to shine. Gotcha. Why not?
Healing Halo.
Sword bash.
It's on you.
Ordinary foe.
I
I
missed.
missed.
Break.
Double spinning edge.
Jaguar
might work.
Flash.
Gotcha.
Make haste
Quicken
and
arts.
retreat.
Why not?
One
Sword
shot.
back.
Let me take it.
And get the blighter where it hurts.
I
Let me
missed.
show you.
Hit it. No.
You're mine.
Now I'm fired.
Jaguar Flash.
I'm on
Make
a roll.
haste
and retreat.
Focus. Cut that out.
Overload Thunderbeam!
Anchor shot. Ha.
Oh, you can't do
Get
that.
back!
Double. Hit it. No.
Healing Halo.
Want to shoot?
Why not?
Overload
Go for it.
Thunderbeam!
Rain punishment.
Shoot! Bam!
Jaguar Flash.
Ha! Make haste
Yeah.
and retreat. Dynamic Spark Sword! Go for it!
Ready to go. Sword back.
Healing Halo.
Anchor
One
shot.
shot. Let me
Make
take
haste
it.
and retreat.
Time to
shine.
Go
Fine
for it.
without something
Eagle
like
Eye.
This is where we prove ourselves.
This'll be over before they know what I've done.
And get the blighter where it hurts.
Jaguar Flash.
Let us make use of it now.
Sure.
Righto! What? Ouch!
Yeah.
Get back!
Sword bash. Anchor shot.
Quicken
Ha.
arts.
Haste and retreat.
Why not?
Oh, you can't do that.
Ha.
Jaguar Flash.
Double spinning edge.
One shot. Let me take
Overload.
it.
It's on you.
Ha. Sword bash.
Rumble! Seeker-Nators, time to shine!
Anchor shot.
Healing
Ha.
Let us
Halo.
make use of it now.
Jaguar Flash.
Yeah.
That's our
One
charge!
double spinning
Oh,
edge.
you can't do that.
Yeah.
Break.
Eagle
Sword
Eye.
bash. Sure. I missed.
Overload
One shot.
Thunderbeam!
Jaguar Flash.
Gotcha.
Make haste and retreat.
Anchor shot. Electric. Yeah.
I'm finding it hard.
Oh, you can't do that.
It'll be fine. We can turn it around.
Cut that out.
Nice
I
one.
won't fight. Right. You can do it.
Gotcha.
That's our charge!
No effect. Sword back.
Eagle Eye!
Well done. Maybe we're not.
Healing Halo.
Like
Good
that.
shot!
Break. Focus.
Anchor shot.
That's our
Make
charge!
haste and retreat. Gotcha.
Yep!
High up.
Bam! Seeker-Nators,
Hey,
time to
Why
shine!
not?
One shot. Let me take it.
Sword dash.
I'll handle it.
Anchor shot.
Dynamic Spark Sword!
No effect.
Jack, cut that out. One shot. Let me take it.
Seeker-Nators, time to shine! Go for it!
Ready to go.
Healing Halo.
Bam!
Ha.
Raging charge!
Double spinning edge.
Let me
None
keep
of
it
that.
up.
We'll beat them with the power of friendship.
Watch
Why
out!
not?
Ha!
Yeah.
Just give me the
Super
heads up.
J.
Bash.
And
Quicken
this might
Yeah.
work.
Anchor shot. Ha.
Let us make use of it now.
Healing Halo.
Double spinning.
Watch out!
Hey, just pay attention to me.
It'll be fine. We can sword bash.
Ouch! Watch
You
out!
can do it.
It's that's our
So
chance!
you missing.
Maybe we'll get out of this alive
Anchor
after
shot.
all.
Make haste and retreat! Pulverizing!
Ha.
Dunk!
Why not?
I won't stop.
Right
Hey,
up!
pay attention to me.
It'll be fine.
Maybe we'll get out of this
Watch
alive after all.
out!
My thoughts
Yeah.
exactly. Anchor shot.
Oh, you can't do that. We can do it.
Ha!
Focus.
Double spinning edge.
Jaguar Flash.
Rex, save yourself!
We'll do it together.
Let's go outside.
We're up, Gramps. Rock and claw.
Deathwing! Roar!
Get him, Nia.
Here I come.
I'm so
Ready
glad you
or
made an
go.
enemy of me.
Excellent!
I believe in you, Charlotte.
Yeah! Handuya! Great! Chain attack, finish!
Ultimate
No
attack.
effect.
For the last match.
I'm all out of juice. We won't lose again.
Maybe if we do some prep?
That was poorly judged.
Again?
The wind is my mate.
Okay, time to take you down.
I'll let you know if he starts
Ha!
Ha!
Ah, I missed. So bash.
Maybe we'll get out of
Anchor
this
shot.
alive.
Let us make use of it now.
Oh, you can't do that! Wicked eye!
Go for it!
Handle it. Ah, I missed.
Seekonator, time to shine!
Great!
Double spinning edge. Anchor shot.
We can do
Make
it!
haste!
I'm finding it hard.
Yup.
Maybe we'll get out of this.
Quicken arts!
It's Seekonator, time to shine!
Taste the pain.
Wild roar!
Ah, I missed. Yup. For sure. Sword bash. Anchor shot.
Seekonator, time to shine!
Double spinning edge. Hit it. No.
Jaguar slash!
You're mine.
Excellent!
Yup.
Higher.
Why not?
Seekonator, time to
I
shine!
missed. Anchor shot.
Let us make use of it now!
Sure. Rumble. Everyone's getting psyched.
Edge.
Double spinning edge.
Just give me the back! Jaguar slash!
Yup.
Let us make use of it now!
Sure.
Righto! Ha! Seekonator, time to shine!
One shot!
Sword
Let
back.
me take it!
Gotcha! What?
Ah,
Healing Halo! One shot! Let me take it!
I missed.
Jaguar slash!
Anchor shot.
Make haste and righto where it hurts!
Sure. Gotcha.
Righto!
Quicken arts!
Sword bash.
Ha!
Oh, you can't do one shot!
Spinning
Let me
edge.
take it!
Anchor shot.
Make haste and
Jaguar
retreat!
Seekonator,
Why not? Time to shine!
Why not?
Set!
Double spinning edge.
Rumble!
Oh, you can't!
None of that!
Thanks! I owe you
Anchor shot.
Make haste and retreat!
Jaguar slash!
Gotcha.
Focus!
Double spinning edge. Yup.
Eagle Eye!
Hey, they deflected it! Ha! Right! We can do it!
Gotcha.
Jaguar slash!
Watch, let us make
bash.
use of it now!
None
None of
No
that!
effect. Anchor shot. Ha.
Great!
None of that!
Thanks!
Let's give him the full
Ready up.
treatment.
Dynamic
Anchor
spark
shot.
sword!
Ha.
Make haste and retreat!
Ha. Double spinning edge.
Jaguar slash!
Sword bash.
Seekonator, time to shine!
Thanks for that.
We can do it!
Gotcha.
Rumble!
Maybe we're not.
Yeah.
Hedge.
Like your attitude.
Jaguar slash! Focus!
Make haste
Why
and
not?
retreat! Wild
Ha.
roar! This might
Anchor
work!
Get
shot.
out of this
Ha.
alive.
Watch out!
Cheers for
Double
that!
spinning edge.
Oh, you can't do
Leave
that!
it to Zeke!
Quicken arts!
Make
Sword
haste
bash.
and retreat!
Try to keep it up!
Thanks!
We'll beat them
I see
with
you're
the
in
power
need of
of
my
friendship.
attention.
Yup.
Dead keep
Anchor
twisted.
shot. Ha.
Focus!
Yup.
Pandoria!
Giant focus!
Sword bash. Yeah. Double
Super
spinning
kick.
edge.
Oh, you can't do that!
Ha. No effect.
Deadly twisted! Just give me the heads up!
Yup. Gotcha.
Take him out!
It's on you!
And for the finishing touch,
Blade combo, third stage. Great. Awesome.
No effect.
One shot! Let me
Anchor
take
shot.
him out.
I shall defend you to the
Leave it to
last.
Z. Sword bash. Double spinning edge.
Jaguar slash.
Let us make use of it now.
Why not?
Rex, we can do it.
Gotcha. No effect. Ha! Anchor shot. Ha!
Deadly twister.
Why not?
Quicken arm. One shot.
Break it.
Let me take it.
Gotcha. No effect.
Oh, you can't do that.
Ha!
Deadly twist. Zoom out.
I shall defend you to the last.
Sword bash.
One shot.
Double
Jaguar
spinning
slash.
edge.
Let us make
give me
use of
that.
it now. Break it. Charge.
Anchor shot.
Electric
Now
shine.
electric.
Break. One shot. Let me take it.
Gotcha.
Healing halo.
Why not?
Righto. This might work.
Oh, you can't do
Watch
that.
out.
Cheers for that.
Thanks.
Jaguar slash.
Let us make use of it now.
I'm fine.
This might work. Break it.
We can
Charge.
do it. Oh, you can't do that. Quicken arm.
Why not? I missed.
Jaguar slash.
Sword bash.
Let us make use of it now.
Healing halo.
Raging. This might work.
Gotcha.
One shot. Let me take it.
Why not?
Just
Anchor
give me
shot.
that. Try to
Let us
control.
make use of it now.
Beat them. The power of friendship.
This might work.
Sword bash. Ha!
Raging. Charge.
Healing halo.
What?
One shot. Let me take it. Be deflected.
Gotcha.
Raging. Charge.
Just give me the answer.
Let us make use of
missed.
it now.
Double spinning
Oh,
edge.
you can't do that. Break. Quicken arms.
Why not? Anchor shot.
Make
Ha!
haste and retreat. Raging. Charge.
Sword bash.
Hey, we deflected it. Jaguar slash.
Let us make use of it now.
Sword bash.
Break.
Yeah. Anchor shot.
Raging.
Ha!
Charge.
Healing halo.
Why not?
Righto.
Just give me the answer.
Gotcha.
Rex, we can do it. We deflected it.
Double spinning edge.
Raging. Charge. Yep.
Jaguar slash.
Deacanator, time to
Sword
shine.
bash.
Break.
What?
Quicken
Anchor shot.
arms.
Ha!
Let us make use of it now.
Ha!
Oh, you can't. Healing
Sword
halo.
bash.
I won't stop.
Double spinning edge.
Eagle eye.
Yeah. Ow. Sure.
Circle.
Raging.
Why not?
You can't do that.
Yeah. Anchor shot.
Let us make use of it now.
Why not?
Righto.
Rex, we can do it.
Double spinning
Hey,
edge.
we deflected it. Hold your horse.
Raging.
Healing
Charge.
halo.
Much obliged. Anchor shot.
We can do it.
Make haste and retreat.
Jaguar, I won't sight. Quicken arms.
Why not? Sword bash.
Raging. Charge.
No effect. Double spinning edge.
Jaguar slash.
Anchor shot.
Let us make use of it now.
Break.
Yep.
Sword bash.
Get back.
Circle.
Deacanator, time to shine.
Gotcha.
Jaguar slash. One
Let
shot.
us make
Let
use
me
of
take
it.
it. Oh, you can't do that.
I missed.
Healing
Anchor shot.
halo.
Deacanator, time to shine.
Gotcha.
Raging. Charge.
Quicken arms.
Eagle eye.
Why not? Sure. Anchor
Jaguar
shot.
slash.
Let us make use of it now. Get back.
Sword bash. Yeah.
Watch out.
Cheers.
Why not?
One shot. Let me
Double
take
spinning
it.
edge.
Jaguar slash.
Make haste and
Everything
raging.
going
Charge.
Healing halo.
Yep. Get back.
One shot.
Gotcha.
Let me take it. Hey,
Anchor shot.
Maybe
Let
we're
us
not.
make use of it now.
My
Eagle
goals are
eye.
Sure.
Raging. Charge.
No effect.
Jaguar slash.
Make haste and retreat.
Why not?
Reconnector time to shine!
Try to keep it up.
Double spinning edge.
Triumphal!
I won't sack.
Yeah.
One shot. Let me
Anchor
take
shot.
Let us make use of
No
it now.
effect.
Raging charge! Eagle might work.
Double spinning edge. I don't get it. I'm meant to be a driver now. I have a blade of my own. But I couldn't do anything. Fan. Nothing's changed. I'm just as weak as I've always been. Jin, what happened to make you like this?
What is that? Dad! Orion Army! So many of them! What?
No! Shit! Who gave that damn order?
At this rate, I don't think there's any stopping them.
How so?
They think more Ardain attacked them illegally, with no declaration of war.
This is bad. If someone doesn't explain what's really going on...
But there's no time for that.
So what? We just give up?
Heavy cannons. That's Uriah's main weapon.
Here too. More Ardain also readying artillery.
I don't care if we're not going to make it in time. We need to get to Uriah.
Right.
Wait!
You little scamp. Do you know how much the core you took was worth? I stole it from the castle. 3 years it took me to get it. And now...
Please! She's barely 10 years old!
Silence! Stay out of it! If you die, it'll be as good as new. You brought this on yourself. From now on, I'll protect you. I'll keep you safe. Always. My name is Jin. What's yours?
Laura.
It seems like sending outcasts was the right choice. You alright?
I've been through worse. I can handle it.
Jin, I swear I'll make your dream come true. So stop putting yourself at risk.
There's still time.
Is that part of your dream, too? What are we, in the end? This hunger I feel, this thirst, is it really my own? Or is it someone else's? Sometimes I can't tell. Tell me, Jin, are you really here? I don't know where I really am.
You're starting to sound like a human.
Oh, yeah?
Perhaps we're not so different after all. Humans and blades.
What's the deal with this ceasefire?
A tribunal, it looks like. Praetor on Malthus is here in person. And who's going to argue with the Praetor?
Does he have any clue how many men we lost? If those Ardanians get away with this, Architect, damn it.
Quit your grumbling, mate. All this is way beyond our pay grade.
You got that right. We're all just faceless cannon fodder to the bigwigs. CO says jump, we jump.
Let's get going.
Up. Oh.
Dream anything good?
Phew.
I slept like a log.
When did it get so late?
Oh, and I've started glowing. I'm a bit self-conscious.
My deepest thanks to you for agreeing to this ceasefire, Queen Rakura, Emperor Nile.
As I recall from the Assyrian treaty of 350 years ago, the Praetorium was to refrain from intervention in times of war. And yet here you are intervening. But I trust you have a suitable justification, Your Eminence.
Naturally. But first, to ensure impartiality in these negotiations, may I present Nira, acting chairman of the Argentum Trade Guild. Furthermore, representing the Tantalese, His Highness the Crown Prince Ozikairos Brunev Tantal will also be attending.
The Crown Prince? The prodigal Prince of Tantal.
What a spectacle! Seems the Praetor has as much clout around here as ever.
Could we not just take them out here and now?
Good point. All the principal nations' heads gathered here? It'd make things easy later.
The way to the World Tree must first be opened. Wiping out mankind is the easy part. We could manage that ourselves.
Even so...
That isn't our only goal, remember? We must wait for the stage to be set.
Is Jin serious about this?
Yeah. I've been wondering that myself.
Oh, he's serious. He always is. He will annihilate mankind, and then... he will kill the Architect.
Now, it seems Mor Ardain has been accused of a unilateral breach of treaty in this matter. Emperor Nile, I open the floor to you. Is there anything you wish to say?
While we are still conducting investigations into the cause, it cannot be denied that weaponry belonging to our forces was discharged against Uriah. Regardless of any possible reason and circumstance, we are prepared to offer recompense for this grave offence.
So you want to settle this with money?
We will provide any compensation deemed necessary.
Perhaps I'm misunderstanding. To my ears, it sounds almost as if you mean to imply that the blame for these offences does not lie with your Majesty at all.
We are investigating. I ask that we not draw any hasty conclusions.
What need is there for investigation? I believe a cause has already been established. There are witnesses.
And that would be? What a preposterous notion. The people you speak of are merely a terrorist group. How could they possibly command that measure of...
It's the truth. I, Ozyclyrus, swear this in the name of King Eulogimenus Tantal.
Can confirm ex-Chairman Banner give these people some kind of supplies. Military supplies, methinks, and in great number, yes.
But why would...
What if I were to tell you that the Aegis Malus, who raised the world 5 centuries ago, was involved?
Ridiculous. Everyone knows he disappeared in a blaze of flame.
He's very much alive, believe me. That arsehole, the Aegis, has confronted us in person. And if my word is not enough for you...
A blade? But that core crystal...
This is another Aegis, named Mithra. Your Highness has heard of her, surely?
So the rumors that reached us were true. Who is its driver?
If you knew that, I dare say your surprise would be even greater. But that is not the matter we are here to discuss, Your Highness. This is a dire situation.
"6 o'clock already. Mithra's been in there for a long time now.
We've just got to trust them. They're dealing with the leaders of whole nations. It's not like there's anything you or me can do to help.
I've noticed something about Malos. He's an Aegis. but you wouldn't know it from how he's fighting. I'm pretty sure he's damaged in some way.
You mean he can't use the full extent of his powers?
The wounds I dealt in our battle long ago may not be completely healed. His end goal is Elysium. He wants to go back to the place he was born. There he can heal until his powers have recovered. If Malos is allowed to restore himself,
the horrors of 5 centuries past will return.
Or worse still, Malos' goal is simple. He means to destroy humanity in its entirety.
Why would anyone desire that?
Perhaps he doesn't even need a reason. It seems to be a deep-seated drive. An instinct. As natural as breathing.
All of this is my responsibility.
Praetor Amalthus? Whatever do you mean?
It was none other than I who awakened Malos and unleashed him upon the world.
So, Your Eminence, the rumor that you were once Malos's driver is...
I never intended to obscure the truth. It is writ plain for all to see in history books. I was a fool. It was to prevent such foolishness that all passage to the World Tree was forbidden after the Aegis War. However, it has become apparent that the laws of men do not apply to Malos. The time may have come to lift that restriction. I appreciate this.
Don't think you've earned my trust. But since Rex is going to Elysium, their paths are bound to cross. That's all.
I'm surprised. You seem so devoted to the boy.
It's for both our sakes. But you, Amalthus, who is it that you're living for?
I guess they did call her a goddess. The state funeral makes sense. Shouldn't you be with him?
He's a boy. Best not to bother them at times like this.
I expected you'd be more clingy. You really are different from her.
Actually, letting him be was more her idea than mine.
Really? Pirates? Get out. So wait, you're saying you want to go be clingy or what?
I'll burn you.
I kid. Sheesh. It's weird, though.
What is?
I mean, don't you think it's odd? Normally, if a blade or its driver dies, it'll just go back to being a core crystal. So why is Fan just dead?
I did wonder the same thing. There's only one way I know for a dead blade to keep its physical form. Remember Minoth? I mean Cole. He was a flesh eater.
Yeah.
But Fan wasn't a flesh eater. I can say that for sure.
What's that?
That's the shape of Fan's core crystal. Well, how it used to be.
Now it's a triangle.
Rex and I are quite a unique case, but this is different still.
How is it different?
If a blade shares its core with another, its shape changes in a uniform fashion. In our case, the center part went to Rex, and the outer part to us. I don't know why that is, but it seems to be a rule.
But Fan's isn't like that.
Exactly. It looks more like someone stole her core, doesn't it?
My apologies. Did I keep you waiting?
No, not really. What were you doing?
I was cleansing the core crystals. It markedly increases their resonance success rate. Bonding with the crystal carries certain risks, you understand.
I know.
When I became the driver of an Aegis, this power was awakened in me.
So, I might be able to do it too?
Who knows? Different people are cut out for different things.
Right, yeah.
Now then, my work is done for the day. Come with me.
A special envoy? To Tantal? Me?
Correct. Behold. As a salvager, I imagine you are already aware, but this is Allrest, the world we currently inhabit. We make our home on Titans, moving in circles around the world tree. And here lies the Great Void. This void came into being 500 years ago. It did not exist prior to that.
So I've heard. It's in our way anyway. It stopped us reaching the world tree.
The Great Void is carved from the Cloud Sea by a monstrous beast known as Ophion.
Wait, you mean that thing?
To be precise, it is an artifice, a servant of the Aegis.
Of Mithra?
So that thing is Mithra's. Then what did it attack us for? Doesn't make sense.
Ophion was felled in the ancient battle with Malos, sinking below the clouds. This means someone must have revived it.
Correct.
And you're saying that someone was Zeke's home country, Tantal?
Yes. They gave Ophion one directive: to ensure that none approach the World Tree. They sought to prevent a repeat of the horrors of the Aegis War, so an obstacle was created, the Great Void.
How did they manage a feat like that?
As I've said, mankind is regressing. Only one artifact remains that can rescind Ophion's orders, and it lies in Tantal.
It's called the Omega Fetter, and it's guarded by the royal family. I'll take you to it.
I've prepared your envoy documents already. Your quest is to set foot in Elysium, correct? Malos and his ilk will surely seek the Omega Fetter for themselves. I would ask you to reach Elysium before they do, and inform me of what you find there. Do it as a favor for a once foolish old man, and so that people may have a future in this dying world.
We can reach Tantal by ship, but once we're there, we'll need to do a spot of walking.
So we're travelling with Shell-led you? Never thought I'd see the day.
I think you'll find I make a fantastic ally.
Luck of Zeke not so great. Bet we shipwrecked by tomorrow.
Cheeky furball.
We're all gonna die.
Hey, Zeke. You said before that Torna concerned you too. What did you mean by that?
What? Oh, yeah, that. I don't know about those clans, but Torna, the country that fell 500 years ago, they were the ancestors of us Tantalese. The people of Tantal are descended from Adam, the hero of Torna who escaped its destruction.
So, after Pyra fell asleep, Adam escaped to Tantal?
That's right.
That is the first I've heard of it. I have studied much history, but this story never featured. Most peculiar.
We're humble. Don't really like to brag about it. The only real trace left is in this here sigil of the royal family.
So why did you awaken Hayes?
Because her power was of great use to me. Indol has found itself under attack from Torna a number of times. She was necessary in driving them back.
Really? Then why don't you seem to have any others? Blades, that is.
Driver though I may be, I am no fighter. Besides, I find the warrior monks here so reliable. They get the job done.
If you say so. I wonder, do you know why Torna are using the name of a dead country?
Jin was a blade of Torna once. Loyalty or nostalgia? Who can say? Perhaps both.
Is that really all there is to it?
You don't think so?
I don't know much about what happened while I slept. There are no written records, either. All we have is stories passed down.
And you think that is insufficient? History is a murky thing. Only those present can truly know what took place.
But weren't you one of those present?
And that is why I offer you my cooperation.
I guess we'll find out if we go to Tantal.
Tensions seem high.
From what I gather, it seems an official summit is to be held between Morardain and Uriah.
A summit? You mean about the recent punch-up? But I thought...
Didn't Praetor Amalthus get 'em to stop and sort it all out?
Perhaps there are some discussions they would prefer Indol not to be privy to.
Besides, Uriah doesn't like to associate too closely with Indol. They'd hate to be seen as acquiescing to the Praetor's will. Got to keep up appearances, you know.
Acquiescing? You what?
Like letting him tell them what's what.
For such a spanner, you sure use some big words. How come?
Stop calling me that! Buzz off, kitty no-mates! Anyway, this summit would explain why Morag isn't around.
Indeed. She has much to attend to.
Shared sovereignty over Gormott.
Yes. I don't think anything less will be sufficient to placate them.
The Senate would never approve it.
I can overrule them by decree. Of course, I would need to secure Senator Roderick's cooperation.
Imperial decree? If it's come to that, well, then I cannot dissent. I cannot help but admire your courage, Your Majesty.
That means a lot, coming from you.
Acting Chairman Nira Nira.
Sorry for intrude. Is emergency, so Nira Nira take liberty of drop by unannounced.
You certainly look troubled, Chairman. So, what is this emergency you speak of?
Well...
So, we can make our way to Tantal from here. I assume the Praetor has a ship waiting for us.
Hey, Shalad.
What?
Are we really gonna just leave Morag behind?
Who's leaving anyone? She's got her own priorities, you know?
Yeah, but still.
Anyway, her schedule is filled with official duties right now.
For sure. It's just a bit of a shame is all. You know, since we came all this way together.
I guess I know how you feel, chum. Huh? Speak of the devil?
Banner's going for the summit.
On top of everything, an assassination attempt?
If blood gets spilled at the summit, it'll mean war.
War's good for business, after all. I guess he wants to use that to get himself back in with the guild.
Why, that little? I was wondering where he'd slunk off to. What a sneaky git.
It seems Acting Chairman Nira wishes to take care of this incident covertly, to avoid it reflecting badly upon the guild.
So you came to us?
If we mobilize the army, the whole thing will become public.
Oh, I get it. So we're a more convenient solution.
I'm not forcing you. If you refuse, Bridget and I will do what we can alone.
Ah, come off it, lady. You wouldn't even think of dragging us into this if you thought you could handle it on your own.
I suppose not. You know Bana as well as I. There's no telling what he might be plotting.
According to Acting Chairman Nira, several giant weapons were being built at the factory where we last saw him. And one of them is currently unaccounted for.
Giant weapons.
Got it. Besides, we've got our own score to settle with him.
Thank you. It will be easier to focus on my duties knowing you are on the case. Good luck.
Leave it to us.
My incredible power knows no bounds.
Morning, Rex. Did you sleep okay?
What have we here?
Nice! Very nice!
Stop everything! Hold it!
What?
Don't play dumb! Poison! That food is poison!
Poison? You kids crazy in brains.
We're past talking! Quick, grab them!
Yeah! This will be a walk in the park. No offense.
Let's keep this up and we'll win for sure.
Make haste and retreat.
Eagle Eye.
No effect.
I won't sack. Rush down.
Sword bash.
Yep. Yeah. Dynamic spark. Go for it.
Our emotions are in tune, Rex.
It's on you.
Spinning edge.
Eagle Eye.
Yeah. Topple up. Everyone's getting used to it now.
Now let's show them what we really
The
need.
Seeker is on fire.
I got this. Sword bash. No effect.
I see you're in need of my extra.
Sure. Double spinning edge. Go for it.
Prominence, revolt.
The enemy's element is low. Fire.
Overlord Thunderbird.
Sure.
Right up.
Jump back. Eagle Eye.
Go for it.
Get back.
Flame, Nova.
Thanks.
Why not?
It's on you.
Mortal Storm.
It's on you.
Stay sure. Step up, ugly.
Thanks.
I
shall do Maybe things will get interesting now.
Anchor shot.
I won't stand.
Double spinning edge.
Taste the pain. Rush down.
Final.
This might work. Take this.
You to play with thunder.
Blade combo. Third stage. Awesome. I shall defend you.
I shall make you
Let's give him the
Over here.
Gotcha.
Oh, you can't do that.
sword bash. Double spinning edge.
I got this.
Yeah. Go for it.
How about this?
Nice one. For that. Hey, over here. Jaguar slash.
Make haste and retreat.
A miss.
Rush down.
Smash.
Using focus.
Don't double spinning edge.
Emotions are in tune. Free.
I like your attitude. Yep. No effect.
Jaguar slash.
Sword bash.
Let's make use of it.
Now let's see how you do that.
Overload from the wind. Let's bring stuff to go.
Yep. Double spinning
Rating.
edge.
Charge.
Yeah.
Right up.
Go into the
I got this. Try this on for size.
Yup. A miss. Sword bash. Anchor shot.
Jump on through.
Rating. I am wrong.
Wing
Always
smash.
have been. Always will be. I shall defend
Wild
you
side.
to the last, my lady.
Yeah. Cyclone smash. Go for it.
Hey, did you practice?
Yep.
My prince.
Please wait!
Papoonin, what are you doing here?
What silly question! It's Papoonin who hire world-famous band of gourmet chefs, fire dragons!
World famous?
Gourmet chefs.
Moradane, very insistent, want only very best food for important summit. Papoonin work weeks to bone finding chefs, and now what this?
So you mean...
These guys are just a bunch of cooks.
I did think they were not putting up much of a fight.
Then this food is actually...
Delicious. I could eat this stuff forever.
What friend doing? Very expensive food now go to waste.
Sorry, we really did think they were here to murder someone.
Murder? What this nonsense friends talk? I demand compensation. Friends have no idea how much time and money Papoonin spent on this.
An explosion?
Huh? From where?
Hey, what's going on?
Explosion in the hangar! Right when everyone was busy with Queen Rakura's arrival. It's really bad.
The Queen is here? This is it?
Rex, we need to hurry.
Yeah.
Hey, wait! Hey, no running away! Compensation!
Who are you, villain? Is this some underhanded Ardanian trick?
Wrong! But also right. Truth is complicated. Anyhow, here is where Queen died. If it looks like Queen killed by Mor Ardain, me in the money again!
That voice. Banner from the Argentum Guild.
Correct! Top box for the Queen!
But you were unseated as chairman.
It's not so easy to get rid of Banner. Trade Guild of Argentum belong to Banner, down to last screw, last drop of oil!
Hold it, Banner!
You! Rex! Nah! Banner not let Rex interfere with plans! Again and again! Banner not stand for this!
Master Pan, that artificial blade!
It... Rosa! Meh. Tora feel much greater power than before. Especially from mark on forehead.
What's going on? What's that?
Even Emperor comes straight to Banner. Convenient little mob to play.
Come on, Banner. Cut the bad guy talk and accept you've lost. You know you won't get away with it. What with all these witnesses here?
If Banner simply kill everyone, then nobody blah. Victory of Banner is assured.
You know, we can't let you do that!
You think you handle the power of upgraded Giga Rosa? Things go very different this time.
Do it like I showed you and you'll be okay.
Just one minute, stop quietly!
Let's keep this up and we'll win for
Let's give him the full launch!
Make the rest and retreat.
Tremble at our fearsome might!
Get the blighter where it hurts! I got
Let's
this!
keep this up and we'll win for sure!
Like your
Eagle Eye!
Halo! Yep! Ha! Go for it!
Ordinary foe.
Double spinning!
Let's show them what we really need.
Wake up! We'll beat them with the power of friendship!
Raise your fire!
Sword back!
Watch this!
Rush down!
Why not?
Come for me, rocket!
None of that.
Sword bash! Double spinning! Yup!
I'm all set.
Gotcha! Anchor shot! Go for it! Use it!
Jaguar flash!
End your ire!
Why not?
We might blow with you!
1 million forward.
Eagle Eye!
We might blow with you!
Sword bash! Hit it! No!
Moving ahead!
Look, 1 million volts. Soon.
Why not?
Your
Spinning
ire! End your ire!
Ha!
We might blow with you!
Stay corrected.
Double spinning edge! Why not?
Let us make use of it.
When do we get to the dissection?
Deadly Twister!
Shell shot!
Going to squash you!
I'm all short of juice. I'm very sorry.
We did it, Louie Louie! We did it!
Stand up and fight, Rex!
Thanks here. Yup.
Blah, blah,
For sure. Double spinning edge.
Eagle Eye!
Hit it,
no.
Now!
I'm all set.
Gotcha.
blow with you!
Why not?
On you go!
Eagle Eye! For the
Why
finishing
not?
touch.
Blade combo, third stage.
End your ire! Stop it!
Ha!
get a chance against this.
I shall defend you to the last.
With the power of friendship. This is where we prove our
None of that.
anchor shot.
Make haste.
Let's see it's a double spinning edge.
Healing halo.
Stop slacking off, Zeke. Much obliged, Chan. Hit it, no.
Flame Nova.
Why not?
Let us make use of the town.
Yep, for sure.
Wild
Sword back.
You pay for this!
Save them.
Then things will get interesting now.
You're tired!
Nia, keep it together.
Hit it! Watch us!
Let us aid our fallen comrade.
My boy, get back.
Stand up and fight.
Thanks, Nia.
Go
for it. No,
Never fear, I got this.
Here we go. Be careful.
Nice. Never fear, I got
Let's get in touch. Stop slacking off, Zeke.
Much obliged, chum. I got this.
I shall defend you.
Why not?
None of that.
Bam!
You're tired!
Go for it.
Jay.
Flame Nova.
Watch out.
Everyone's getting psyched.
Like I'm going down without a
Raging.
You're tired!
Double spinning edge. Go for it.
Flame Nova.
None of that. Let us make use of it.
You're tired!
Anchor shot. Let's give him the full double spinning edge. Yep.
It's on you.
It's on you. Well done. Sure.
Right out. Raging. Charge.
Double spinning edge.
You're tired!
Get back.
Sword back. Anchor shot. Go for it. Why not? Sure.
I'm all set.
Give it to Zeke.
We might blow with you!
Double spinning edge.
Halo.
Come fully rocket! Going to squash you!
Dizzy. Careful.
Anchor shot.
When do we get to the dissect?
Get back.
We might blow with you!
Double spinning edge.
I shall defend you to the last.
Never fear.
Make haste.
To
Go
Zeke.
for it.
Lightning
Yes.
Much stronger.
So, Mark, you and Gramps get along.
How? Even Giga Rosa defeated by these nasty, meddling kids.
This ends here, Bana. You are under arrest. The Praetorium will handle the judgment. Assassination is a serious matter. Your sentence will be harsh.
So the mercantile genius Banner meets an inglorious end before my very eyes. Piv.
Banner is... Banner is not kind of man to go down like this. If I go down, I take you with me.
Watch out! Aegeon!
As you wish.
Niall Ardenek, you sought to protect us?
I'm glad.
Majesty! Majesty! Your Majesty, please, no!
Your Majesty, I have failed you.
It can't be. To protect us, you... Please wake up. Niall! Niall!
Morag.
Dromark,
Yes?
distract the others.
Distract? I'm not sure No. My lady, you cannot.
There's still time. Hurry!
Yes, my lady. There are more of them!
Where?
What'd you say?
This way! The rest of you should get to safety.
Chum! I'm on it! You are...
Shh. You're gonna be fine.
What do you mean, imagined it? You got us all in a proper tizzy.
My apologies. I thought I spied silhouettes. I did not mean to cause trouble.
Hey!
Huh?
Hey! You guys! His Majesty the Emperor is awake!
What? Can it be?
Majesty?
I apologize for making you worry.
Majesty! It's a miracle.
When Aegeon returned to his core, I was certain we had lost you.
Honestly, you call yourselves soldiers. First aid? Anyone heard of it?
But... his wounds...
Just scratches. Nothing me and Dromark can't handle.
You saved... Thank you, Nia. I truly don't know how to... I will never be able to repay you for what you...
Oh, don't sweat it. Let's just say you owe me one. That'll do fine, right?
Nia. You shouldn't be up. It's only been one day. Please don't strain yourself.
Half a day off and look at all this paperwork. I swear, it's like they don't want me to sleep at all.
Majesty.
Special Inquisitor, I hereby issue you new orders. It is my wish that you travel with the Aegis as an emissary of the Empire. Guard her, and defend her against her enemies until she reaches Tantal.
Guard the Aegis?
I've already discussed it with His Eminence.
Forgive me, Your Majesty. I cannot accept. Just think about what happened yesterday. It would be sheer foolishness for me to leave your side.
Is that so?
Huh?
I can see it in your eyes. It's clear that the Aegis, or rather, that boy, has made a great impression on you.
That's not... I am your Special Inquisitor. Ensuring Your Majesty's safety is my only concern. To abandon that duty and go traveling... Is this... Aegeon's?
A driver who cannot even protect himself is no driver at all. Yesterday's events have made me keenly aware that I have no aptitude for it. It will be of more use in your hands.
Majesty.
The world is changing, Morag. I trust you more than anyone to lend that boy the wisdom and strength he will need. I miss it, you know. Lake Util in Gormott.
What?
Remember when the two of us would shake off the servants and go swimming there?
Yes. Of course.
Kids from the nearby village would come too. Good times.
Majesty.
If Mor Ardain, no, the whole of Allrest, could be like that again, wouldn't it be beautiful?
Is that my new duty then?
In truth, it should have been you sitting in this chair right now.
The Imperial line has always passed from father to son. On the day Your Majesty was born, that's exactly what happened. I knew that day would come. It came as no surprise.
You were raised by my father to take the throne of the Empire, as befits the daughter of my Lord Uncle Andric.
And I am grateful for it. If not for him, I would never have met Bridget. Never have met them. I'd have missed out on so much.
There. Those are your true feelings. A magnificent power resides in you. Morag, power like yours exists to be used.
Niall.
You've been tied down long enough. Follow your heart, Morag Lidair.
I have no words. Thank you, Your Majesty. Very well then. I hereby accept the task you have assigned to me.
That's the Morag I know and love. Make me proud.
So that's how it is. It seems our paths continue to entwine.
That's awesome news. To be honest, I was really hoping there was some way you could stick around. I was just thinking of asking you myself.
Saved you the trouble, did I?
That you did. Thanks a bunch, Morag.
I can't help but feel that in all the confusion surrounding Banner, our concerns have been neatly swept aside.
The Praetorium maintains absolute control over blade distribution. It is quite vexing.
Awakening rates from natural cores are very low, which limits the pool of compatible drivers.
So to create large numbers of drivers, the cleansing Indol provides is a necessity. That much I'm willing to accept. The real problem is the fact that the Aegis has awakened. Now, this is no time to be squabbling over territory. If we misread the situation even a little, Uriah itself could be sunk to the Cloud Sea's bed. Emperor Nile must surely be thinking the same thing. That's why he sent his precious Morag to shepherd them along.
And now we find ourselves in their debt.
Who could have predicted such an act of selflessness? Was it just the passion of youth? Or was it...
My liege?
In any case, for now we should keep our troops mobilized while we monitor the situation. I hardly expect Tantal will comply with the Praetor's plan so easily either.
See, Gramps? I'm getting better.
There is still much to learn.
Dream anything good?
Phew, I slept like a log. Say, chum, which one do you fancy? Pyra or Mithra?
Zeke. You can't just ask someone... Anyway, they're the same person. I've never really thought of them separately.
Are you serious? But they're like totally different characters. Like, Mithra is jolly intense. And Pyra is just totally mellow, or, I don't know, what's the opposite of pushy?
On the outside, maybe. But Pyra's got a lot of backbone, too. She can be pretty stubborn.
You seem to understand them pretty deeply. Well, I suppose you are their driver.
Hey!
Yeah?
You're a prince from Tantal, aren't you, Zeke? Why were you in the Praetorium?
I mean, you can't just ask someone.
Oh, his old man kicked him out.
Oi! No, bad blade, bad. How long have you been standing there?
From about... Which one do you fancy?
Which one do you That's the whole conversation.
As I was saying, my prince got disowned by his father. He spent all his time traveling the world for fun, instead of attending to his studies. Then bye!
It wasn't for fun. I was learning all about, society and international relations.
International relations, that what you call it?
Oi, can it you? What are you doing anyway? Dissing your own driver.
You guys crack me up.
I love him, really.
Oh. Anyway, he sounds tough. Zeke's dad, I mean.
Tantal is an isolationist society. Crossing its borders without leave is strictly forbidden. It's been that way for ages now.
Oh,
But you've seen how my prince here is. Couldn't stop himself leaving a few times, so he got chewed out and disowned. Back when he was 15 or something?
Yeah, something like that.
Then the praetor himself found him half dead on the ground one day and took him in. He made up that special envoy stuff.
And that's how you ended up in Indol. It all makes sense now. Oh, but wait. Is it safe for you to go back to Tantal, then?
This time we've got official business from the Praetorium. It'll be fine. Probably. Besides...
Yeah?
Tantal is too ignorant of the outside world. It needs a wake-up call.
Sire, we have reached the designated coordinates. Please.
Right! Ready?
You betcha!
Huh?
Shut up and sit down, chum. This'll be great!
My lord, Genbu has begun surfacing.
I am aware. It's Pandoria.
Then the prince...
Yes.
We have received reports that he made contact with the Aegis in Indol.
So after 500 years, he makes his move. Praetor Amalthus.
My lord?
We must act to protect our days of peace, even if they are a dream that cannot last.
It's just like a bigger version of Turtus.
It's called Genbu. It's the same, like, Titan type as Uriah. Normally it's submerged in the Cloud Sea.
Even in early fall, it can get pretty cold inside Tantal. Mind you don't freeze.
I really can't stand the cold. I can provide my own warmth. You can stay close to me if you like.
Me as well.
You guys are pretty handy to have around.
Well, it is our trademark, right?
Essentially.
Aren't you going to be cold like that, Shellhead?
I'm used to it. I'll be dandy.
He's naturally dense. It's good insulation.
Oh, makes sense.
Stop encouraging her, gang of bullies! Even the darkest night is followed by a dawn.
Morning, all!
What have we here?
Hey, Nia? Do you... mind?
Come on, it's not so bad. You're just so warm. I can't help it.
It's a function of what's known as infrared radiation.
Gramps knows everything.
I'm not your personal heater, you know?
My lady, if you desire warmth, why not take some from me? Miss Pyla seems to be in some distress.
No way. Your fur is all stiff and spiky with a cold. It'd be murder on my sensitive skin.
But, my lady...
Hey, is it just me, or are the ether lines really dim?
What is meaning of ether lines?
You know, those things. The glowing threads that run inside a titan.
That is the glow of pure ether coursing through the Titan's body. You can compare it to the bloodstream of a human.
You've got good eyes. Genbu has pretty bad circulation compared to other Titans. They say it's why we have a cold climate. And awful crops.
So it's cold-blooded?
Call it what you like.
Hey, look what I found!
Congratulations.
No! We lost the upper hand!
What have we here?
Nice! Very nice!
Oh my. This is the very picture of the ancient civilizations I've read about.
It's a pretty classic look. You know the old land of Torna? They had a proud and noble civilization, rivaled only by Judicium at the time. But, whereas Judicium were the masters of biological arts, Tornans knew all there was to know about engineering. The proud blood of Torna runs in the veins of us Tantalese.
As there are people to pass it on to, civilization will endure. Knowledge is inherited, much like life itself.
Nice quote. You should write that down.
Thank you.
It's not that simple, though.
Huh?
You'll see.
What have we here?
Nice! Very nice!
Whoa, that's a pretty lively market.
It's the black market.
Black market?
Tantal is so cold. There's precious little in the way of local produce to sell. Just look. All the regular shops are shuttered.
You're right. They're mostly empty.
Instead, folks pay ungodly prices for produce that's been smuggled in from other nations. And since it's the only thing keeping people from actually starving, the bigwigs just turn a blind eye.
So most of the agricultural production is wasted just surviving, and the country grows weak.
Exactly.
So even the wisdom of a proud ancient civilization cannot solve all problems.
Ancient civilization sounds good and all, but basically, this place is a giant museum with no tourists. That's not going to feed anyone.
Up! What have we here? Watch this.
Up! Up!